Alright, here we go. Set out as a one frame, so we've got the introduction, we've got the plan of the exhibit and the main reference sources. 1884 to 94, provisional postal stationery envelopes. In 1884, the Ceylon government asked De La Rue if they could send some surcharge, or if they could do some surcharging of the existing 5-cent envelopes, and De La Rue simply said no, they hadn't got time. But they did send this printed pattern. As far as I know, this is the only one in existence. There should have been at least two, one which De La Rue kept, which I think is this one, plus the one they sent to the island, which seems to have vanished. But the government printer was given the job of getting these done in quite a hurry, and so he started off with a series of rubber hand stamps. Now the colour coding, you'll notice that most of this is on grey. Anything which is on red is the only recorded example, and anything on blue is there are only up to 10 recorded examples of those. And this is the 5-cent rubber hand stamp in red, and you've got a doubled one, you've got a doubled one with black and an inverted one there, and the varieties are, I'm sure, deliberate. I don't think they're forgeries, I think they're just deliberate varieties for the market. Setting 2 is the rubber hand stamp in black, and again some of these weren't very well produced. As you can see, you can't read the 5 and cents on that one. And then setting 3, where you've got a stop after 5 and cents. The bottom item there is a very nice item of postal history, because that 20-cent surcharge stamp, which makes up the 25-cent rate to Germany, is a very scarce stamp. Only a few of those recorded on cover. Then we go on to the steel hand stamp, which is a very different setting, a very different type. Setting 4, a steel hand stamp. Now most of the uses of these, particularly the uses of the varieties, and there you've got a couple of inverted ones, they tend to be sent to collectors, which I think supports my view that these aren't forgeries. These were produced for the philatelic market. Setting 5 was the first printed type, and there are 3 very distinct settings of this, which are illustrated by the little diagrams there. Type 1, type 2, type 3, where the 5 and the cents are at different levels. It was one of my discoveries, actually, that I found those because I did a survey of these for the study circle. Setting 6, another printed type, again with large, heavier capitals, and a commercial use, I think, this time, of the one at the bottom. I think that one is a genuine commercial use, plus the local use. Setting 7, the printed type in 2 colours with lowercase letters. Setting 7 again, the red type, and 1 or 2 varieties there. You do find these, but they occurred because the envelopes were sometimes not particularly well produced, and so that if one was miscut envelope, you've got the printing in the wrong place. Setting 8, the inverted type and the sideways type at the bottom there are all deliberately done. Setting 8 again with the sideways type reading the other way, reading from the bottom to the top. Again, you notice the used one going to the collector there in Germany. And setting 9, the 2 lines, again reading down, and, oh no, these are reading up, the next one is reading down. Very scarce stamp again there. Very few of that particular 30-cent stamp known on cover. I noticed that we're up to 5 minutes, so I better get on with this. Setting 10. Now we're on to the ones that have the Arabic numbers, and these are all really quite difficult to find, the Arabic numbers. The inverted one with the Arabic numbers, and then the final type, the Arabic numbers in one line. And of course, as was the printer's wont, he produced that as an inverted type as well. So we've got setting 12 right at the end there. So a little survey. Again, one of my first studies for the study circle, which makes 16 pages, and it tells the story quite nicely of these surcharged envelopes. As I say, I don't think they're forgeries. I think they were quite deliberately done to make money for the printer. And he eventually did get himself into trouble when he started doing the same thing with stamps a little bit later on. That, as they say, is another story.